things in different situations. So we need a judge to understand how to apply the scriptures. You are the judge. You are the person who tells us how to understand the scriptures and how to apply the transcendental knowledge. I want that your glories be understood by all generations. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your sincere followers. Your servant of the servant, Jayapataka Swami. Initiation, July 1968, Montreal, Canada. Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. A warm welcome once again. Of course, Vedanta Prabhu has welcomed all of you, but I also would like to welcome all of you for coming for this occasion. So now we'll be starting the Vyas Puja Homages from the senior disciples and also beginning with the Prabhupada disciple, His Grace Anandmaya Prabhu. So I would request Anandmaya Prabhu to come onto the stage and now present the homages for His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami ki jai. Any water is there? Any small water is there? Or this one? Oh, this is ice cold. So we have heard just now Vedanta Chaitanya Prabhu reading the Vyas Puja offering of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami to Srila Prabhupada. I have also brought here some Vyas Puja offering dated 2001. Before that, I just wanted to tell a little bit about my first meeting with His Holiness Jayapataka Swami. That was in 1972, in the month of April. At that time, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami was in Mayapur for the development of the ISKCON ashram there, and I was in Calcutta. But on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, I used to go to Mayapur to have darshan of the Holy Land of Lord Chaitanya, and also do a little Seva there in ISKCON Mayapur. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami at that time was very active in receiving the guests, mostly local population. And I remember that on Sunday especially, there was a big prasadam distribution. And His Holiness Jayapataka Swami taught me how to serve prasadam to the guests. There were about 500 guests, so they had to sit in a line, 2, 3, 4 lines. And there he told me a little bit of Bengali language. Basun, basun. That was the first word I heard in Bengali. my first lesson, Bengali language. Everybody should sit down, okay? Then we give the plates, and then we distribute prasadam, khichdi prasadam. So that was a little seva at that time I did in the Association of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami. So later on, of course, I had the opportunity to meet him many times in Calcutta, especially. So he came here to Hyderabad on the occasion of the opening of the ISKCON Hyderabad, 1976, November. And you can see in some of the photos displayed on the wall outside the Prabhupada's quarters, some of the photos where the Jayapataka Swami is also there. I just wanted to read a few lines. Okay, a little bit. Hare Krishna. In this Vyas Puja offering, dated 2001, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami discusses some of the important Seva that he received from Srila Prabhupada. First, to develop the Navadvip Dham Parikrama. Number 2, to develop the Sri Mayapur Dham. Then, to publish Krishna conscious literature, then to develop the Namhata centers, and then to work cooperatively under a governing body commission. So I can read a little bit. My dear spiritual father, Srila Om Vishupad, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Thakur, please accept my humble obeisances, my respectful obeisances. All glories to your divine lotus feet. All glories to your divine grace, my beloved spiritual master. Your divine grace has instructed how a disciple should take the instructions of his spiritual master as more dear than his own life. We have read and studied your spiritual master's final instruction to his disciples. To see how you have diligently carried out all of his instructions demonstrate your sublime greatness. This gives us great inspiration. Seeing how you have fulfilled His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's final written instructions to his disciples, translated into English, is a clear testimonial to your dedication to fulfilling the instructions of your spiritual master, and is presented below. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur wrote, "Please do Navadvip Mandal Parikrama as quickly as possible. This activity gives one pure devotion for Lord Krishna. Please try to serve the holy Dham of Sri Mayapur and create some permanent developments for the Dham. Carefully see that Sri Mayapur's opulence, beauty, fame, and far-reaching influence and glory expand further. Establish a printing press and organize devotional literatures, shastras, etc., to be distributed, and spread the Namhata preaching so that everyone can serve the holy abode of Sridham Mayapur in a beautiful manner. That is my heartfelt, keen desire. Try to organize these things attentively." So this instruction has been a source of inspiration. Your Divine Grace took us on Navadvip Dham Parikrama and ask us to develop it. On your instructions, the Navadvip Dham Parikrama has been performed since 1972, and for the past 7 or more years, now the thousands of devotees on Parikrama have walked to all 9 islands, camping out at night. These parikramas have brought us closer to the Holy Dham. Some of the Gupta Tirthas have been located by your causeless mercy. In the future, with your blessings, the Navadvip Dham Parikrama will certainly be further developed. The Bhaktivedanta Swami Charity Trust, with the help of the various trustees and the Saraswat Gaudiya Vaishnava Association members, has also been helping in the development of the Navadvip Dham Parikrama for your pleasure and the pleasure of the previous acharyas. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur talked about developing Sri Mayapur Dham. Your Divine Grace explained to us how the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya was discovered by Jagannath Das Babaji, how Bhaktivinoda Thakur developed the birthplace and begged door to door to build the first temple, how Gaurkishore Das Babaji was deeply devoted to the holy Dham of Navadvip, Mayapur Dham, and how Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur personally developed various places in the Dham, including building the Yoga Pit, birthplace temple, and the Chaitanya Mat. Your Divine Grace, our beloved spiritual master, mentioned in your humble way that you also try to follow and please your spiritual master and all the previous acharyas by fulfilling this instruction to develop Mayapur Dham. So therefore, the Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir has been established, and we are in the process of further developing the preaching activities and creating a karma stand of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Sri Mayapur Dham. We want your blessings to build this wonderful temple for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the future, to spread Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glories all over the world. Your Divine Grace translated and published so many different books in many languages of the world, and your instruction is to publish these transcendental literatures in all the languages of the world. All of Krishna's teachings, the Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, should be published in this way. About 450 million literatures have been published and distributed so far in about 100 languages, with 3.5 million books being distributed in 1998. We beg for the blessings of your Divine Grace for completing all the remaining books in all the remaining countries and languages of the world. Your Divine Grace instructions to develop small groups and Namhata groups has also inspired us very much to develop the congregational preaching so that everyone can engage in Krishna conscious activities at home and serve Mayapur Dham. Here in India, Namhata is rapidly expanding with 1,000 Namhata Sanghas and 500 Shraddha Kutir throughout Bengal, Assam and Orissa. Similarly, in almost all countries of the world, including Australia, Malaysia, England, South America, South Africa, the United States, Russia, and countries in the Middle East, congregational preaching is developing nicely. In this way, the Namhata Bhakti Vriksha is spreading its branches and growing all around the world. We pray at the lotus feet of your Divine Grace to be blessed that we may expand the Namhata unlimitedly for your pleasure and the pleasure of all the precious acharyas. So we can end this reading. Hundreds and hundreds of times I offer you my obeisances, prostrated at your lotus feet. I cannot say that I have exhaustively written all the ways you have fulfilled your beloved spiritual master's instructions. The most important was to spread Krishna consciousness all over the Western world, which was something personally given to you. Only because you fulfilled that instruction am I so fortunate today to have gotten the opportunity to be your disciple and be in Krishna consciousness. Everything you have done is a living testimony to your dedication to the principle of following the order of the spiritual master. Please bless me to be able to also follow in your footsteps in this and all regards. Ever dependent on your causeless mercy, your insignificant servitor, Jayapataka Swami. So this is a wonderful offering for Vyas Puja of Srila Prabhupada, written in 2001, describing the different aspects of Srila Prabhupada, especially regarding the development of Sri Mayapur Dham and Namhata, and publishing books in the Bengali language. So all these instructions given by Srila Prabhupada to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami have been fulfilled. And every year, every time, these instructions are being carried out more and more, so that the disciplic succession in Mayapur Dham is very much alive. And now the temple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is under completion. I was told probably next year it will be open. It will be a very great event for not only for Mayapur Dham, but also not only for India, but for the whole world. And this is all by the endeavor and dedication of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami and his disciples and associates in Mayapur Dham. So from Hyderabad, we wish to pay our obeisances to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami for fulfilling the mission of Srila Prabhupada in Mayapur Dham. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami ki Jai.
His Grace Anamay Prabhu ki Jai. So, as we have seen in this offering letter of, Guru Maharaj writes that, Namahata. There are many Namahatas there in the Navadip Dham. So, there is one quotation called, small is beautiful. So, when the small unit model means, Prabhupada said to expand definitely, but the expansion should be in terms of the thickness, in terms of the relationship, and also in terms of going deep in the scriptures. So that happens when in the Namahata process. The way in our temple it happens is that by way of Bhakti Rikshas. There are many Bhakti Rikshas which are there, in which the discussions of the scriptures happen much more deeper way, and also now we have got various courses in which we participate in, where we study the scriptures. So that is the way actually, if we see 2023 offering letter of Guru Maharaj, he mainly emphasizes one thing, that is go deep in the scriptures, study scriptures. And during the times of the Prabhupada said that you have to study 10 times Bhagavad Gita to get first initiation. How many times did we study it to get the initiation, the Bhagavad Gita? Hardly once or twice. So, but the Prabhupada wanted the standard of 10 times. So it means that Prabhupada wanted us to go deep in scriptures, and that's why Prabhupada said books are the basis. The first principle is Prabhupada made books are the basis. So let us all make this endeavor and a commitment from today onwards that we'll study Prabhupada books deeply in the association of devotees and become a much more stronger devotees in our hearts. With this now, today we have got a special guest. It is His Grace Sarvabhauma Prabhu. He is actually a prolific preacher. He was an MBBS doctor earlier, and he preaches all around the world, of course stationed in India, but he travels in Mauritius and other countries also preaches. Now I would request Sarvabhauma Prabhu to kindly come and share his homages for the benefit of all of us. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. On very auspicious Vyas Puja day of Sri Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, we were hearing Maharaj's offering of this year by Vedanta Chaitanya Prabhu, that study of Prabhupada's books is the life and soul for all the followers of Krishna conscious movement. And Maharaj, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj personally exemplified by himself passing the Bhakti Shastri and encouraging the devotees to study Prabhupada's books that pleases Prabhupada the most. This is 75th Vyas Puja celebration of Srila Acharya Pad. He has defeated death dozen times. His enthusiasm to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada is so strong, and dedication and devotion is so fixed that every time he comes victorious. The devotee, particularly the senior devotees, has two stages of life. The stage of sadhan, as a sadhak or a practitioner, and the stage of perfection. So sometimes we see these senior devotees have, honor and so many glorifications. So people are surprised, but they have never seen their first life of sadhak. First time when I saw the magazine of Krishna conscious movement, I saw the article for construction of Mayapur project. Jayapataka Swami Maharaj used to ride on bicycle from Mayapur to Krishnanagar to buy iron and other things, and it was everyday business. Do you think any of the present devotees is doing like that, riding bicycle? Prabhupada, at the age of 60, he was distributing his back to Godhead magazine on bicycle in Vrindavan. Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he took his first initiation in 68. in Montreal, and soon he was second initiated by Prabhupada in New York. And when Maharaj said, I was walking with Prabhupada saw a church, and he saw the buildings around. He said, in future, ISKCON will be like this. Nobody understood what it means. Prabhupada said this, it means some devotee will live in the temple, but most devotee will be in congregation. This was Prabhupada's comment in 69. But nobody understood it till the congregation preaching has started, which just we heard from our dear respected Anand Prabhuji, that this is the desire of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, that Nam Hat should continue, and that has developed as a Bhakti Vriksha, which Prabhupada's desire continued through Jayapataka Swami Maharaj to spread everywhere. So this was the vision of Prabhupada in 69, that in future around the temples the congregation will be the stronghold. Personally, I was very much inspired by Maharaj's early days, doing his kirtan with big bumpers in front of Jagannath cart in Mayapur, in Kolkata, Rath Yatra, and speaking in Bengali, Kono Desh, Kono Lok, Bhed Nahi. This is what Maharaj used to say in Bengali. And everybody should chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So that was the enthusiastic moment I saw first time on video at that time when I was in Pakistan. I saw Maharaj. There's one article about the Maharaj in magazine and one this Jagannath Rath Yatra picture, and after that, after coming here, I had the opportunity to translate Maharaj at a couple places in Bombay and in Middle East. Maharaj used to speak in English and I have to translate in Hindi. But in between, Maharaj used to say a few words in Hindi. Now, if I say the same word in Hindi, then he said, are you translating? So first time I missed this. Next time he spoke something in Hindi, then I translated in English. This is right translation. Eh? And the last Maharaj's class I translated in Balaram Desh, Bahrain, was his own bhajan. Prabhupada na hoite to kya hota. So somebody sang that bhajan and Maharaj gave his purport on the bhajan himself, and I was translating that for the rest of the devotees in Hindi there. So the contribution of Maharaj to when I was just recalling after Srila Prabhupada, the 11 senior disciples of Prabhupada continued the parampara as initiating guru at that time. Of all the 11, only functioning spiritual master is still continuing is Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. This is some left world, some left movement, and some, though are in the moment, are not functional, are non-functioning. But the only functioning person out of the 11, still with the same enthusiasm, is Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And once Maharaj was asked, I was listening, Maharaj, what is your realization? He said, Nityananda is most merciful. This is his realization. Nityananda, Gaur Nityananda, Nityananda is most merciful. And this is a very famous thing, I think every year you must be hearing. So it is always good to hear for our enthusiasm. Actually, those who came to help Srila Prabhupada in his spreading Krishna conscious movement, They were actually, Prabhupada said, they are sent by my spiritual master. They are his associate. He sent me to help me to fulfill his desire. So when Jayapataka Maharaj was president in Toronto, he wrote letter to Prabhupada. So what is the instruction for me? He said, you go to India. So it was quite early, 69 or something like that, 70s. Go to India. A young American coming to India and sent to the Mayapur. When they were going to get land, Hare Krishna Maharaj said, we are so scared that we went in a military truck to go and have a transaction of land. In that time, it was not easy Mayapur as we go now. So Maharaj came to India, and Prabhupada, in late 70s, Prabhupada's mood was, how can I get my Western disciple to stay in India for a long time, to spread movement in India. So for that, he wanted to meet Indira Gandhi, he wanted to meet the Desai, Morarji Desai. This was his one focus was that if I have to function in India, I need my disciple to stay here. So one of the disciples who was committed to stay in India was Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And at that time, Shriman Nathji, our Nathji Das was Narendra Desai at that time, and he used to come to Prabhupada, and his father was the member of parliament. So Prabhupada actually requested that, can you get nationality for my disciple Jayapataka Swami? In 70, Prabhupada gave sannyas to Jayapataka Swami in Kolkata. 68 first initiation and 70 sannyas. Is there any other example like that? Now sannyas is so bottleneck that hardly before some die he cannot become sannyasi. Yeah. Maybe they have to give afterwards sannyas degree, posthumous. So after 2 years he took sannyas, a young person. So Prabhupada wrote a letter, which is a written statement. Everybody knows this. I'm simply repeating it. He said, please arrange the nationality for my disciple Jayapataka. He is the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This one word, he is associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada has written in a writing. What it means actually, the Prabhupada's disciples, Prabhupada actually said, they are helping me because they are sent by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are helping me in the mission by Srila Prabhupada. So Jayapataka Maharaj is, he's continuing his Seva, and today on this auspiciousness, we should offer our humble obeisance at the lotus feet of Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, that a 0.01% of his dedication and determination to serve Prabhupada, if it comes to some of us, then we will also be successful in our life. Hare Krishna, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki Jai.
His Grace Sarvabhauma Prabhu ki Jai. Actually, I wanted to share this story. The story of, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. I'll just take 5 minutes of time here. Maybe I'll take just this one. Where it is better. Actually, during the times of Prabhupada, ISKCON movement had lot of oppositions, lot of threats were there. And today I want to discuss one of the threats which ISKCON faced in 1971. And that threat was, even discussed in Parliament. The threat was with respect to Prabhupada's movement only. In those days, what used to happen is that there was a war which has happened in the Vietnam. There were many wars which has taken place there. So, just India has become just independent 20 years back. 1947, India became independent. 1950 was the Republic year. And 1971, India was just trying to pick it up. India's defense system and all. India's defense system was very weak. So at that time, America has already become the leader in terms of the ammunition power and various economic power and all. So, Basoon. I request devotee to sit down. So at that time, actually, when Prabhupada was bringing his American disciples to India, the India's intelligence system has said that no, US is sending their national intelligence agency people to India so that they can find out what is the secrets are there. And who are those people? They are the people through Prabhupada disciples who are coming from US. So this threat was there, and there was investigation which was happening, huge investigation which was happening. And Prabhupada disciples were not given visa to come inside India. Disciples were not given visa. Those who were given, they were given. That's all. After that, no visas were given. And as Saromar was telling, Prabhupada wanted his disciples in India so that he can spread the Krishna conscious movement more deeply and more strongly in India. So at this point of the time, there was one person called Sri Dhamsen. He was a Vaishnava, born Vaishnava. He was industrialist, and he was also the member of parliament. The main reason why he wanted a member of parliament is that he didn't want the communism to spread in India. So it was against it, and he was from the Congress party. So he was an industrialist, and his son's name was Srinathji, which Prabhu was referring to the name. So this father and son were working in their office. So at that time, Srinathji gets a call from his mother. Mother tells that tell your father that there is a Swami who has come from he has traveled across the globe, and he has come to our home. Tell your father to come immediately. And Srinathji thought that we have got so many sadhus keep coming and going. How does it matter? This sadhu comes. Okay, anyway, I'll go and tell my father. So he went and told his father. His father told that his father was a Vaishnava, as I said, but Srinathji was a Mayavadi at that time. At that time, he was a Mayavadi. He tells that. So he told his father. His father told that Swamiji has come. Then we should go immediately. Who is the Swamiji? Still a Prabhupada. So they go immediately. Their surname was Desai. So Desai building they'll go. Desai building was very famous, and they are very rich people. So Srinathji will be explaining the entire scene. That he will be shocked to see that all the whites, and many of them are in the saffron. They'll be jumping and dancing and everything. And he will be scared that what neighbors will be thinking by looking at this, chanting Hare Krishna and all. He'll be all this a little bit skeptical. But his father will go to Srila Prabhupada and will cordially invite him, and he'll make him sit and they discuss. But Srinathji will be seeing that his son will be saying that Prabhupada is a definitely great devotee, deep devotee. So at that time, after some time, Dhamsenji will tell that Prabhupada will have lunch. Then Prabhupada will tell yes, definitely will have. At that time, Srinathji will also join for the lunch. Prabhupada will directly get to the point. He'll tell that I understand that in the parliament, you people are discussing about me and my disciples. That these people are kind of NIA, National Intelligence Agency people, and they came here as what is a secret kind of people. Prabhupada will tell, he'll tell that, tell me, which American fellow who is working NI will chant 16 rounds. Will chant 16. Tell me one fellow. Every day he'll chant 16 rounds. Tell me which fellow will get up at 4 o'clock. Tell me which fellow will study Bhagavad Gita. Tell me which fellow will follow the 4 regulative principles. No meat eating. Prabhupada will tell which fellow will follow no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. Tell me. Then Dharamsenji will tell that I know that this. Then at that time you'll understand that what Prabhupada is telling is true. That these people are actual genuine people. I need to support them. To tell me what I should do. My first request is that devotees should be given visas. That is the first thing you need to push it. Then immediately, he'll tell that I'll try my best to present in the parliament and also present the Bhagavad Gita aspects and your preaching program. I'll get it done. Then Prabhupada will not stop there. Prabhupada is such a kind of person that no, somebody gives little space, he'll conquer it. Prabhupada will tell that no, I want you to become a life member. And in those days, life member means you have to pay 1,111 rupees. By catching by inflation, now you have to multiply by 100. So how much it becomes? Almost 1 lakh. It becomes 1 lakh. So immediately Srinathji will tell that no, Daddy, what are you doing? So much of money. He'll call his father, said that so much of money you are giving. I do not know whether it's really worth or not. So then means what is the aspect of this life membership? He'll tell that no, Prabhupada will tell that you can go anywhere across the globe and no, you can stay there, you can get Vaishnava Prashadam, you'll get very nice ambience of spiritual. Even if you go outside, you can practice Krishna consciousness and you will have definitely various other privileges in the Janmashtami and other things. Then no, he'll tell that, okay, I'm signing it immediately, give check of 1,100. Then Prabhupada will tell one more thing. Sorry. Prabhupada will tell one more thing. He'll tell that no, in this group you are seeing. Sorry. This group you are seeing, the devotees in this group, this boy, he'll tell, please get up, he'll tell. This boy's name is Jayapataka. And he'll tell that this boy is going to learn Bengali and he's going to preach in Bengali. And I'm telling you, he's going to make 10,000 disciples. He's going to make 10,000 disciples on this planet. And he's going to build a big temple here. And at that time, Jayapataka Maharaj was only 21 years. He was just 21 years. At that time, Srinathji was not totally shocked. He was not understanding that what actually Prabhupada was telling. He's a magician. How can he predict that somebody can, a 21 years old boy can do like this? He was not understanding. But Prabhupada, the way he speaks with kind of authority, he'll tell that his name is Jayapataka and he is going to do it. You people are going to see it. And that is the way today you see this building coming up. And today Maharaj doesn't have 10,000 disciples, probably more than 40,000-50,000 disciples. Across North India, across the globe, we have got 40,000-50,000 disciples. So that is the kind of, vision which Prabhupada had for Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And Maharaj fulfills the desire. And Maharaj tells many times that I have got so many instructions to fulfill and I want all of your help. And one of the things which actually Maharaj is emphasizing repeatedly nowadays is that to study books, to study Prabhupada books. So let us all make this endeavor again and again that let us go deep into the study of Prabhupada books. So at that time, Srinathji, whatever he said, he was actually thinking that may not happen. But after 25-30 years, he comes to Mayapur. He becomes a devotee. And he'll tell that what Prabhupada said is right. That Jayapataka Swami, his words have come true. So he'll tell one more thing that this Jayapataka is not ordinary person. The same thing I'm telling you. This person is close associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will tell. I'll tell that close associate Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we all should feel extremely lucky that we have been initiated or taken shelter or an aspiring from Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. I'll tell that even if you are lukewarm devotees, you are extremely fortunate that you got this great opportunity of being associated or getting initiated from Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, because he is not an ordinary person. He is a close associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in this view, now I would like, some of the devotees have, as Sarvabhauma Prabhu said, that Maharaj has composed one beautiful song, Yadi Prabhupada na hoite. So some devotees have, prepared it nicely for this particular song. So I request them to come and sing this song before, Vedanta Prabhu can share his offering for the entire audience here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Nama चरिता प्रेमामृत रस सारा पाटन सुंदर सरल करिया के बुझदा यारी संपाद द्वावे की जीवाना बाहिता किसे
I was just thinking that now, how to imagine this world without Srila Prabhupada? How to imagine our life without Srila Prabhupada? I don't know, mostly disastrous life. So, Maharaj just very aptly sang this particular song in exclusive glorification of Srila Prabhupada. So, I think we should give a very big round of applause for this. And thanks to the devotees who have practiced very nicely. Now I would request His Grace Radhesham Prabhu to come and speak and share his homages with respect to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishpada Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Good? Yes? Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Volume is very low, I think. Hare Krishna. So today we are celebrating the Vyas Puja of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. The scriptures say that the day of the Vyas Puja is a day when we fondly recollect the glories of a Guru, his exaltedness, his spiritual stature, his commitment, his dedication to his Guru, and his attraction to Krishna and his dedication to Krishna's service. And by remembering such things, like we sing in the song Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastrair Uktastata. So Kintu Prabodhya Priye Vatasya Vande Gurushi Charanarvindam. So how he is dear to Lord Krishna by dint of his activities. So that is something that anybody should remember on this glorious day. The more we contemplate on his absorption in Krishna, to that degree we also become touched by it. Then we also become imbued by that, and we also make spiritual advancement. So depending on our attitude and our consciousness and our ability to comprehend, we may sometimes see from a material point of view or from a spiritual point of view a Guru's glories. So, but if we see from a spiritual point of view, then we make a lot of advancement. So, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, since his very early days when he came to India when he was just a teenage boy, even at that time Srila Prabhupada recognized a great sincere Vaishnava leader in him. And therefore, when I had gone to Calcutta temple, there is a loft there which is considered a very sacred loft, because in that loft lived His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. They were all brahmacharis there, living in that loft. So when I had gone to 2002, 2003 to Calcutta, they told me that this is the same loft in which all those great souls have lived their celibate lives, and then they took sannyas, and then they did many great things in the society. After Calcutta, I was taken to Mayapur by Srila Prabhupada, and Prabhupada showed him the fields. And Prabhupada had at that time thought that he will either make the international headquarters in Los Angeles or in India, in Mayapur. He had two thoughts in mind. But then eventually Prabhupada saw that it would be nice to make it in Lord Chaitanya's birthplace. So he decided to make it in Mayapur. So when he took His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj and showed him the place, it was a vast land. And Prabhupada was having difficulty purchasing it in the early stage. There were a lot of oppositions and all. And then he purchased that property. And he showed him, here is the international headquarters. And then when he saw that, he saw, oh, this is an empty field. Is it the international headquarters? Prabhupada said, yes, you are going to develop it. So he said, you are a young boy and I have great hope in you. You take it, develop it, and relish this place. So you can imagine somebody taking you to a place and showing you to start from the scratch. In Prabhupada's period, till 1977, there was only one long building there. Still we call it a long building. Now it is 3 times longer now. Even in Prabhupada's time, it was called as a long building. So, but Prabhupada told him to station himself there so that worldwide Prabhupada's disciples will come and they should have somebody available in the holy dham to receive them, take care of them. So I went to Mayapur in 1993 for the first yatra, and one of the things that I immediately learned when I went there is the culture of reception, which the brahmacharis there told me that this was actually taught by His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, that any Vaishnava comes to Mayapur, they should be given a very grand welcome. So many gurus along with their disciples, they come to yatra there. The pomp with which they welcome them with kirtans and dancing and garlanding them and offering obeisances, putting chandan, taking them to the room and offering personalized care. So later on we copied the same thing in Pune. When we came back to Pune, I showed the brahmacharis, just see how they receive Vaishnavas. So we just copied it and we started following the same. So I saw in the morning time, we were all sitting and chanting in the temple hall. My spiritual master was sitting and chanting also near the pillar. So one great tall personality came. He was wearing a big turban. And he came with a group of disciples. He was walking and then he came and offered obeisances. And my spiritual master also immediately got up and he offered obeisances. And I came to know this is His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. That's the first time I got to see him. How he deals with his God brothers. So once my spiritual master said, in his entire span of the managerial life in ISKCON, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj said, has never found fault with even any one Vaishnava. In the managerial meetings, he has never criticized anybody. He said that managerially speaking, many of us, subtly or grossly make some comments about others. We may say this was not proper, that was not proper. But my Guru Maharaj said that he has attended His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj will be there in most of the meetings you will see him. He will be there in the ICC meeting. He'll be there even WADC meeting. Even in the SADC meeting he will come sometimes. He'll be there in the ICC. He'll be in the IBAC. IBAC is India Bharat Advisory Committee. He'll be there in that. And of course he'll be in GBC meetings also. He is very eager to see what is happening in the meetings and what are the large scale plans made and floated down. And he will give, always when the meeting decisions are made, there are 2 people whom they will consult. One is His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, another one is His Holiness Gopalakrishna Maharaj. Because these 2 are the great souls that Srila Prabhupada chose. In the early days, India was divided between these 2 only. Prabhupada gave entire India to 2 of them and said, now you have to develop this preaching here. So His Holiness Gopalakrishna Maharaj took most of the north, and then His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj was most of the south, and the headquarters, which is Mayapur. Later on, other GBCs came and introduced. So my Guru Maharaj said that, even he said, I consult these 2 personalities in India because they exactly know what Prabhupada wanted and Prabhupada what he intended. Very senior most people in our country. So in this way, basing himself in Sridham Mayapur, understanding that this is Prabhupada's desire for me, I am going to remain in Mayapur for life, this is going to be my main headquarters. So he learned the Bengali language. So in those days, one thin magazine used to come from Mayapur. So I have seen his photos when he was a very young boy. In that magazine they used to publish, it will be everything in Bengali. So his photos of going to the villages and giving sermons in Bengali. And he charmed the heart of many people. Indians had a lot of attraction for the people from the West at that time. But adding to that, a Westerner coming and speaking in Bengali was even more attractive. So once I told Maharaj, I am going to Bangladesh nowadays. Next week I am going to go to Bangladesh. I go for a week every year. So I told Maharaj, this time I'm going to Bangladesh. And I heard that you have 38,000 disciples in Bangladesh. Huh? And another 5,000-6,000 are aspiring from you. Huh? There are close to 45,000 people. So when I said, Maharaj, you have done a magic, you have done a miracle, I said. He said, hey, what is this, Radhesham? What have I done? I haven't done anything. It's all Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because the Bangladesh land is a land of the devotees. Huh? All great acharyas and devotees have come from Bangladesh. Those people are already having affinity for Lord Chaitanya. I just went and touched them, that's all. He was telling, he's so humble. Huh? So, Prabhupada actually told him that you should make 10,000 disciples, but Maharaj made almost 60 or 70 now, close to 60 plus. He reaches out not only to the areas in Bengal and Bangladesh, but also to the entire Gulf. When he sent his devotees to the Gulf, there all the Gulf places have one prominent place, like Sharjah became Shamadesh. Like that, each of those places. So everything got a spiritual name, just like Sri Prabhupada created New Vrindavan and New Talavan and New Jagannath Puri in the American land. Maharaj also has made all these Gulf country places as spiritual places. And those devotees are pretty serious devotees. Anybody coming from the Gulf to India, you will see they are very charged up devotees. Because they do a job and they have Krishna consciousness. Only these two things. So Shivalla Prabhu from Gulf, I asked him how you all are so fired up. He said his only Jayapataka Maharaj, for him these are very prominent places and he comes and spends time there. He gives a lot of boost of enthusiasm to all of us. So he got the award for traveling the most in planes across the entire globe. He will be in 3 countries in the same day. Recently when he was speaking in one gathering, I was there. So I met Maharaj and said, Maharaj, I heard you, you got the award for traveling the most in the planes. He said, in those days, he said, in a year I used to travel across the globe 4 times, he said. But due to my illness now I can't do that. I only travel 2 times, he said. So in this way, he has been an extensive traveler based in Mayapur, but then out of Mayapur he has gone to all these different places, reaching out to people and reaching Krishna consciousness to nook and corner. And absolutely never critical about anybody. He has a very deep respect for even small Vaishnavas. What to speak of? Small Vaishnava means even somebody who has come recently, very new relatively, he has a great attraction. So recently when he had come and staying here 1 week in Hyderabad, he was giving classes, you all know that regularly, daily we had a class by him when he had come some years ago. So when I went and asked him, I asked Maharaj, how can we make sure that people will understand the philosophy very deeply? So he was telling, actually most of the new people are not ready for very deep philosophy immediately. He was telling that when we gather together, the kirtan, the prasad, the darshan of the deities, and along with that some philosophy, he said some or other you have to make a person get rolling in the practice of devotional service. So one observation he will make in Maharaj is he wants to see that a large number of people take to Krishna consciousness and flow with other Vaishnavas and eventually become more serious. And otherwise, that is the reason he adopted the model which was started by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which is called Godruma Kalpatavi. There is a book published by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Of course, that book is read by mostly Bengalis, but Maharaj made it available to the entire world by making his Bhakti Vriksha manual. The Bhakti Vriksha manual is based on the Godruma Kalpatavi of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So here in this book you will find he taught the method of cell groups, Bhakti Vriksha groups, which will actually multiply in different towns, different villages, different cities, and in very big numbers. Large number of people practicing in their own home or coming to a small preaching center, like you have Shraddha Kotirs, then you have Namahatas, then you have Vyuha programs where many people gather together. So reaching it far and wide. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was sitting in Godrum Dweep, and from there 1500 such Bhakti Vriksha programs he had started in his times, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So following the same model, Maharaj also adopted the model, and the Bhakti Vrikshas have multiplied. You will not believe, now in Mayapur, between Kartik and Gaur Purnima, every weekend there are 3,000 to 4,000 devotees coming from the different Namahattas and Bhakti Vrikshas from Bengal. They come to stay and take training on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You will see that. Every weekend they have like 3,000 to 4,000, not new people, they are all devotees. All 1,600 devotees coming from various places. So Maharaj has arranged for that type of training for the people. So in this way, he is a very vigorous preacher, reaching out to large number of people, non-critical, and has very affectionate relationship with his God brothers, and deeply loyal to Srila Prabhupada, sold out to Srila Prabhupada for last 55 years. He is setting an example, like a shining role model for all of us. So when in the Christian missionary preachers, when there was a discussion, there was a talk about him, about Maharaj, that that is one area in Bengal, Bangladesh, they wanted to put a big tent, they couldn't even enter there because Maharaj has already made everyone devotee there. Because although people, many of them are, poorer also, but still you will see that the kind of awakening for Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda that Mahaprabhu gave in his times, the same mood Maharaj emulated and spread it in a very, very vast manner. Every house you will find Gaur Nitai there. In Bengal, Bangladesh, if you go. So that kind of mood he has created. Now when I go, I specifically go for the youth preaching there. We have 120 youth preachers in Bengal, Bangladesh. So I mainly go to address that crowd of people. Now youths are also picking up in a very big way. But Maharaj has given us the base in which so many devotees are there. It is very easy to make further, people solidified. So every time I meet him, I come to see one new facet of his personality. I had gone to Bangalore. That devotees told me that although Maharaj is such a great personality, he is very easily available to even very new people. Those who are inter service to him, those who are inter personal service to him, those who want to meet him and access him. This was really a miracle for me, because the more we become senior, the more we have responsibilities, we fear to meet too many people. But he is very easily approachable, very easily accessible. Recently when he was coming out of the hospital after his liver transplantation, when it took place, Maharaj called his servant Mahavara Prabhu and told him that immediately gave my mala, whatever number of rounds are remaining now, this is the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to catch up. During this treatment, when he was in anesthesia, he could not chant some rounds, so he completed all his rounds first. And then Maharaj told, before we leave the hospital, all those who treated me, the doctor and the nurses, please, on my behalf, give them one Mahamantra card to them. And make sure at least chant this Mahamantra once at least. Because they have rendered service to me, and I want to see that they get the Mahamantra surely. So you can see how attentive he is in distributing the holy name to every living entity whom he comes across. So this was very heart-rending, heart-touching. Many times we receive so many services and favors from so many non-devotees, and we oftentimes don't immediately think about giving the name to them. So in this way, I see him as a very great role model. And I told Maharaj in one of my recent meetings, when he had come to the farm, here he came to the farm once, 4 or 5 years ago he came. He came to the Mitchell farm. So I told Maharaj, I got one of your books called Gauranga. There is a book, small book, thin book. So I said the pastimes, the way you have narrated are so soothing to the heart. So much of ecstasy is oozing out of your narration. We read in Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Charitamrita, but when we read the way you have narrated it, it is so nectarian. And then Maharaj said, you wait and watch, I am preparing another book now, he said, which is going to be very bulky. It will be a combination of Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mangal, everything all together. I am narrating all the pastimes, now they are making in the form of a book, it's going to come out, he said. I think it's very soon going to come out. Already came out? Really? Now Gauranga is there, but the big one? Second one has come now. So Maharaj is always, this is another facet of his personality, that he is blissfully absorbed in the pastimes of Gauranga and Nityananda, and is narrating them for all of us in great ecstasy. So his body doesn't pose any trouble for him. Of course, it poses trouble, but he has surpassed that pain arising from the body or the inconveniences caused by his body, because his heart is thrilled in great ecstatic love, just like Prahlad is saying, Tadvirya Gayana Mahamrita Magna Chitta. His chitta is magna in the Leela Katha and Leela Cheshtas of the Lord. So he is not too much bothered about the body, which even the doctors are admiring. That somebody with in such a state of the body, how can anybody be how can anybody be oblivious to this? That's only possible on a spiritual platform. So we may be facing some small issues with our body or mind. From his example we can learn that we should learn to overcome these things by spiritual absorption. A lot more can be said, but we want to hear from others also, other devotees. Today is a very auspicious day when we can meditate on some of his qualities like this and pray at his lotus feet that he blesses all the devotees of our yatra in such a way that we can develop some amount of his enthusiasm to become vigorous preachers like him, vigorous practitioners like him, and also we become very sensitive in speaking about other Vaishnavas. Be very more careful and cautious when we talk about others. So, for me personally, one last thing I'll say and I'll conclude. Maharaj used to call me and ask me about different things that I preach. What do you preach in the colleges? What do you speak? What are the main themes you focus on? And once when he came to Pune, he asked me to show some of the PPTs, PowerPoints. I showed him. So he said, these two topics I like very much, he said. And then he asked me, do you have any copyright or I can take it? He said. So I said, Maharaj, everything is yours. I am just taking from Prabhupada and putting everything. You can take all the PPTs if you want. So he told one of his disciples to copy those two PPTs. And then later on he called me and said, you gave me a couple of PPTs, I would like to reciprocate with you by giving my two PPTs. He gave. So he's very friendly, he's very jovial. One last such a friendly talk I will tell you and I'll conclude. Maharaj came to Chowpari temple after the treatment in Bhaktivedanta hospital. So that was the day when he was about to leave from there and go to Mayapur. So His Holiness Raghunath Maharaj had arranged a program for him in Chowpati, and the temple hall was like jam-packed completely. And everybody was eager to see him. So I also happened to be there. And when people saw him coming in his wheelchair to the stage with a lot of difficulty, everybody's face became sad and morose. They were all like small faces. When Maharaj sat, he said, all of you devotees, my doctor told that I should always be positive. I have decided in my life to be positive. You know why? Because my doctor said my blood group is B positive. So everybody burst into laughter. And they completely forgot everything else. So my Guru Maharaj was telling, see, if somebody is having a body like this, you have to give him some words of pacification. Whereas here, he is sitting on the stage and making everyone become cheerful, burst into laughter. So this is another thing we can learn in our life. Always be positive. Even if situations all around you, including your body, is creating a lot of trouble, always be positive. This is Jayapataka Maharaj ki.
His Grace Radhesham Prabhu ki jai. So when Radhesham Prabhu was speaking the qualities of Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, I was remembering one sloka. Krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyeta dikshasitej pranatibhisha bhajantamisham sushushaya bhajana vignya mananyamanya nindati sunyam vridamipsisam sangalabhya. Nindati sunyam means how can we understand that a person is extremely elevated person, that he has got zero fault finding tendency, no faults. That's why Prabhu was saying that always be positive. He sees positive in the negative also. So that person is called Uttam Adhikari. So as Prabhu was speaking, he was telling that no, Maharaj has written actually several books. He has written somewhere about 20 books. Some of them are in Bengali, some of them are translated in English, some of them are in Hindi also. So I had this wonderful opportunity of reading some of these books. I read Gauranga book, I read Godruma Kalpatavi, and I also read the life biography of Maharaj also. So for the benefit of all of you, actually we have arranged actually these books. For the Prabhuji is on the my left hand side and for Mata is on the right hand side. So I request all of you to take 2 books, not 1 book. Why 2 books? 1 book is for yourself, 1 book is to gift to your god brother or god sister. So please take these books, and on this day, on this special day, we are giving a discount of 20% on these books. This much small, Haribol? Yeah. Even in Amazon also you will not get a discount for these books, okay? So please take these books, it's very accessible here. And as I said, 2 books you can take. So now I would request His Grace Vedanta Chaitanya Prabhu to please come and share his homages. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Vansha Kalpatarobhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyev cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langaite girim yat kripatamaham mande Shri Gurum Dinatharinam. Hare Krishna. Firstly, I feel very fortunate to have come in contact with His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. If I recollect last 30 years, my observing Jayapataka Maharaj in various occasions, one quality that comes out, it is imprinted in my heart, is that how he is adored by everyone because of his as many others said, he does not find fault with anyone. He is completely nindadi shunya. He doesn't find fault with anyone. I've attended many meetings in his presence. There are some explosive people who speak bad things, and the whole atmosphere is very, very sensitive. Whole atmosphere is very heavy, and Maharaj says something by which the whole atmosphere will be cool. He has that wonderful, empowerment to calm down everybody and bring the dharmic thing, whatever is the most important that has to be brought out, he would bring out. We hear in Srimad Bhagavatam that the qualities of sadhu, or the sadhu bhushanam. Sadhu bhushanam is the ornaments of sadhu. Titikshava, karunika, surada sarvadehinaha, ajata shatrava, shantaha, sadhu bhushanam. Actually in ISKCON, it is very difficult to maintain that balance. And only one person that I saw who is adored by everyone and who glorifies everyone is His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj. He is actually Ajata Shatru. He is actually Ajata Shatru. He does not, he does not have any ill feelings for anyone, even though people may have ill feelings for him. Sometimes some people criticize Maharaj for their small-mindedness, or why he should have so many disciples, he gives initiation just like that. What? So many people have so much of, petty-mindedness with which they try to see Maharaj. They can't understand Maharaj's broad-mindedness. But Maharaj's response towards them is he was very generous. To his offenders also, he is very generous. He embraces them. See, Prabhupada, when he started International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Prabhupada was the founder Acharya. And everybody had so much of faith, so much of love for Prabhupada. But after Prabhupada left, so many disciples of Prabhupada have become gurus. Now, for the second generation devotees like us, it is very difficult to maintain the balance between being attached to Guru and attached to Prabhupada. Because if you are too much attached to Guru, they will criticize you that you are doing Guru groupism. If you are too much attached to Prabhupada, then they will say you are a Ritvik man. So it is very tough for a very new person to come in contact with such a big society where you see different kinds of personalities who are inspired by Prabhupada, and they have different qualities, they have different abilities and empowerments. And yet you have to be attached to one person. You cannot say that I am inspired by everyone, but I am not accountable to anyone. So it's a very difficult thing to do, because it's easy if you have one person and you can surrender to that person. But it's difficult if you have so many people whom to surrender, because you get inspiration from various people. And too much attachment to one's guru in a society like this will break the society into pieces later on. After some time, when all these great personalities would leave the world, what will ISKCON become? This Jayapataka Maharaj group, this X group, this Y group, that Z group, and all these groups will fight with each other. My Guru Maharaj is more important, or my Guru Maharaj has done so much service. So in this way, Prabhupada's dream of having a united, world of devotees who can spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, that would be defeated. So, when I was thinking in these lines, one person stands out tall, without such controversy, without making anyone feel uncomfortable, is His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj. Because he does not, even subtly, indirectly, he did not try to encourage his disciples to be, to treat him very specially and then demean other persons. It never happened in my 30 years of experience. He never ever suggested anything like that. To glorify someone, you don't have to put down someone else. You have to glorify someone based on his own qualities. And Maharaj has so many such wonderful qualities that, you don't have to glorify Maharaj in comparison with anybody else. But a lot of the time what we try to do, he is like this and he is better than this. This mentality of comparison has so much spoiled our consciousness. It will defeat our purpose of being united in Srila Prabhupada's home. So, so I was thinking very deeply, I could have spoken so many things about my interaction with Guru Maharaj, but time is coming. Sit down, please. Please go. The time is coming, a very difficult time is coming in ISKCON. And the difficult time is that we have to be united, all of us, irrespective of whose disciple you are. You have to be united. And the challenge is this: you cannot be united unless you love your Guru. And if you don't love your Guru, you will become a generic person, who takes inspiration from everyone but who doesn't surrender to anyone. That's a very, very dangerous situation. And if you're too much attached to Guru, then you make comparisons and try to make groups. That's also very dangerous. So, in these difficult times, the saving grace for all of us is the example of personality like Srila Jayapataka Swami. He has maneuvered himself in the big stalwarts of ISKCON. As Sarvabhauma Prabhu was saying, and many others have said in the previous, glorification of Jayapataka Maharaj, there were 11 people who were initially appointed by Srila Prabhupada as the, these 11 people came into the mind of Srila Prabhupada. If in future, if initiations have to go on, and these are the 11 best people that I have. And if you see that list of, this is, written in 1977, July 9th, this letter was there. And in that letter, these 11 people's names, if you see, as he was saying, the only one person was standing till now with such great enthusiastic spirit is His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. And how would he able to maneuver in this such big society? There is only one secret, which is an open secret. And that secret was that he did not find faults with anyone. He did not compare his stature with anybody's stature. As Radheshyam Prabhu was saying, even a new bhakta comes to him, he would embrace him with great love. And it is practically impossible for anyone to be personal with 60,000 disciples. And if the news reaches to him that so-and-so devotee is in difficulty, he would get a personal message from Guru Maharaj. That, I am praying for you, don't lose hope, please fight, be enthusiastic. When my mother died, I never informed. I don't want to, just bombard Maharaj with all this information. But I get a letter from Maharaj pacifying me. I was very pleasantly surprised that I was never expecting a letter from Guru Maharaj. It's not that, I was a leader, that is why he has sent it. It happens with everyone. You ask anyone, they will tell you that they must have received something like that. How he does it, nobody knows. Only Krishna knows. Krishna's empowerment, special empowerment. And Maharaj doesn't have to do anything. He just have to walk with his stick. People get attracted. Everybody in the foreign countries, in the Western countries or in India, everybody get attracted to this personality. And I'm just thinking, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says one word, Sarva Bhutatma, Bhutatma. That one who has, completely in the mode of service, he becomes dear to everyone and everyone becomes dear to him. He is one such personality. So, the crux of what I wanted to say today is that we have to emulate the quality of His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj of not finding faults with others, to sustain in a society like this, big society like this, where there are multiple talents, multiple Vaishnava acharyas, gurus and preachers are there, and then appreciate each other and then continue your service. Only then Prabhupada's mission will be fulfilled. For that to happen, we have to glorify everyone in their relationship with their guru. Like if you see Jayapataka Maharaj, what is Jayapataka Maharaj's life? Jayapataka Maharaj's life is all about fulfilling the instruction of Srila Prabhupada. There is nothing else in his life. There is no second business, third business, side business. There is only one business. What was so great about Srila Prabhupada? He had only one business. His business was to simply follow the instruction of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. That's all. There is nothing else. Although he was a grahastha, he was not in the mainstream of Gaudiya Matha. He was just coming like a visitor assisting, preaching of many sannyasis who were leading the preaching. But he had that simple attitude of simply fulfilling his Guru Maharaj's instruction. Same way I see that Jayapataka Maharaj, because of his love for Prabhupada, Prabhupada actually said last instruction to his spiritual followers, all his followers, is that your love for me is shown by how you cooperate with each other. This was his instruction. And it is a most difficult instruction. In a multi-guru scenario like this, it's a most difficult instruction because our second nature is to compare and glorify. That's how we have emulated from our childhood. Our educational system is supporting something like that. And it is very difficult to maintain that equilibrium, to maintain that maturity of simply, see good in everyone. And he is the emblem of such a beautiful quality. So, this society of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Prabhupada said that, it will be there for next 10,000 years. My books will be the law books. So many things Prabhupada said. How will it stay for next 10,000 years? We have just crossed about 50 years. Next 10,000 years is a long, long time to come. And Prabhupada would be the founder acharya of ISKCON. Many acharyas would come and go. So, unless we keep Prabhupada in the center, there is a slogan in ISKCON, keep Prabhupada in the center. What is keeping Prabhupada in the center? Appreciate everyone in relation with Prabhupada. How much they are following Srila Prabhupada's teachings, how much they have emulated Srila Prabhupada's preaching spirit. That's what, if you appreciate, you will sustain in such a big society like this. But if we try to, make glorification in comparison with others, hardly people will be able to stay in this society. They will deviate and they will slowly diminish and perish. That is what is going to happen. So, this great personality left behind a great example for us, that how to maintain equilibrium and balance, how to appreciate everyone and continue to preach Krishna consciousness in these most difficult times. So these are some of my meditations on His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. Let's all pray at his lotus feet that by his blessings, actually Guru Maharaj, whoever he meets, he takes their details and he actually prays for them. In the beginning days, I used to wonder why he takes everybody's details. He takes their phone number, email, and everything. But he has a huge database, not just his own disciples, but everyone who meets, he takes their, details and he prays for their spiritual welfare. Which a great guru of this stature only can do something like that. By the prayers of such great personalities, we may move on in our spiritual life. So, let us attract his prayers by emulating some of his qualities by aspiring for, being a servant of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, and thus continue our devotional service. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki jai.
His Grace Vedanta Chaitanya Prabhu ki jai. Actually, when Prabhu was sharing that no, Maharaj, somehow, takes an opportunity to connect to his disciples. When his mother passed away, he wrote a letter. And I'll tell, one more example from my own life. I am not any kind of, name, noteworthy kind of devotee, nor my wife. But no, day for yesterday was my wife's birthday. And Maharaj has written a letter for her. A huge letter, not like, one paragraph, one full page is there. Tell that, no, my dear spiritual daughter, Nirguna Radhika Devi Dasi, many things has written. Finally, the blessing was that, no, I wish that you will come back to God. So this is what is my wish for you in this life. So, Maharaj has got a unique way of connecting to his disciples. Only thing is that we have to desire, we have to connect with him. So next I would like to play one small video here. The name of the video is called Never Give Up. And we all know that no, Maharaj is kind of a Mrityunjay. He has won over the death. And many people have said, many astrologers have said that no, Maharaj, as per the astrology, time is over. But it's only the Maharaj willpower to serve Srila Prabhupada and Krishna is making him to continue this life. So we would like to, we'll see in this particular video that now how actually Maharaj has struggled, battled through his health situations and sacrificed his life for fulfilling a mission of Srila Prabhupada. Just a minute.
Looking for a spiritual path.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
I had already tried Buddhism, trying esoteric Judaism. So doing yoga, tried some other Western processes like astral projection. Then I decided I needed a guru. And one lady turned her head. She looked at me. I saw a white mark on her forehead. I don't know where I saw that before. This lifetime, I hadn't seen it. And when I saw it, I got so frightened. The hairs were standing up in the back of my back. I was like that, totally freaked out. And I ran as fast as I could. I ran and I ran. I ran for like 2 kilometers. And when I got back, they were gone. Someone taught me how to chant mantras. I chanted for 6 hours non-stop, and I got such an experience. It was so powerful. This chanting of the holy names is so powerful. I've done many kinds of meditation before, but nothing had so much effect on me like this. It was inexplicable. And then I went to Montreal, I met Prabhupada, and he had gave me a lot of mercy. I took initiation. Is not devotee, really. Sometimes he sat in the Bhakti Viksha meeting, but there was some transformation happening. But I can say that by Bhakti Viksha, gradually I got changed. Now I've given up intoxication. Now I'm vegetarian. And I'm chanting 8 rounds a day. And I want to chant one day 16 and take initiation.
In 2008, Guru Maharaj had a stroke which kind of paralyzed half of his body, and although he has so many physical challenges, he is traveling all over the world still and doing a lot of preaching programs, taking the devotees into safari, establishing Bhakti Vriksha more and more in different places, helping the devotees, doing all kind of programs that are almost impossible for a person that is physically challenged. One day I'll become a good devotee.
So last time when I watched this video, I really felt that I wanted to read Maharaj biography. And that was the time I purchased it, immediately after that. And I request all the devotees, the disciples and aspirant disciples, to once read this book, which is biography of Maharaj. And this book, who has written it, it is written by a devotee called Satyaraj. He is actually the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And in his dream, Srila Prabhupada came. And Srila Prabhupada said to this Satyaraj Prabhu that you should write biography of one person, and that is Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. And it was like, shock for him whether should I write it or not write. But he went and again consulted Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj. Maharaj said, no, I'm not a great person. Please don't write. Then Maharaj again went and, Satyaraj Prabhu, he went and again discussed with other devotees. They said that you should write. This great personality should be known in the history of ISKCON, that what all sacrifices he has done it. So that book is actually the compilation of all the sacrifices which Maharaj has done from the beginning. Even his childhood, everything is written. So I request all the devotees to take this opportunity and purchase this book. Of course, we ordered less books, but in case if a shortfall is there, we can bring it. So take this book and along with all the books, all the other books. So as Radhesham Prabhu was sharing, that Maharaj travels a lot. And in Southeast Asian countries, Maharaj's presence is also felt very much, especially in Dubai, Abu Dhabi and all. In Dubai and Abu Dhabi, to practice Krishna consciousness is not that easy, honestly speaking, because my close relatives are there in Dubai. You cannot go out and do kirtan and all. So they have got like this only in hall. Whatever you want to do in the hall only. Nagar Sankirtan hall. Jagannath Ratha hall, like that it is. You cannot go outside and do it. So, but Maharaj went there and had this Bhakti Riksha program and all. So we have one devotee who was there in the Southeast Asia, worked there for some time and came back and joined here as a temple pujari. So I request Ravi Gopal Prabhu, His Grace Ravi Gopal Prabhu, please come and share his homages and appreciation towards Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanja kalpatarubhyascha, krupa sindhubhyecha, patitanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangul langayate gurum, yat krupatam ham mande, Sri Gurum Nintaranam, Paramananda Mahadavam, Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to just utter a few words about my spiritual master. Thank you for all of you. A few days back, actually, one of the devotees called me. He's a very young devotee. He called me and asked me, I'm not able to really connect with Guru Maharaj. Though I'm doing things once in a year, like this Vyas Puja offerings, and also sometimes when some programs comes, I attend and also glorify. But not really, I'm deeply connected with my Guru Maharaj. This is what he mentioned to me. Then I reflected actually in my earlier days also, I was not able to really get personal connection with the Guru Maharaj. But over the time, I understand actually when we see the Vapu Seva is actually very limited for anybody, even in the case of Srila Prabhupada also. He mentions, actually I met a couple of times my Guru Maharaj, but I was never left alone, an individual or isolated anytime, because I have been following his instructions all the time. So this is the essence of the whole Guru-disciple relationship. It's okay? Sorry. So this is the essence of Guru-disciple relationship. See, when we see actually now, very recently we have observed the festival of Sri Ramanavami. See, his life when we observe actually, see, Bharat is a very dedicated brother and also he serves him, but he was quite some time actually very too much away from Ramji actually. In the similar way, Sita, actually who is the dear wife of Rama, she is also actually very limited time personal association with Lord Ramji. And when we consider about our Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada has met a few little number of times, but what he has achieved, actually we have seen the song, actually if Prabhupada is not available to us, each one of us, if we contemplate just 1 minute, where are we, what is our life, what would have been to our life? We might hear actually the song, but we need to really reflect on that actually, what is our situation, what would have been happened to our life also. So this is, when he asked me like that, I just mentioned, see the instructions are more important also as Prabhupada has taught us to us. Just follow the instructions and also be with disciples, and also as my predecessors mentioned that cooperation is very important actually, and each one of Prabhupada's disciples have done a lot to ISKCON movement. And everyone is unique actually, all disciples of Srila Prabhupada, either today Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Radhanath Maharaj, any Maharaj actually, Bhakti Maharaj, each one of them has given a unique contribution to ISKCON. So every one of us need to get connected to Guru through their instructions, because it's not possible to have the Guru with us all the time. But that is one important thing in missing in our life. That is the reason why we feel that we are very much disconnected. So we need to meditate, understand what are the moments, what are the mood, what are his instructions, each one of us, and try to do whatever the little possible by us. That will really help us to get connected with Guru Maharaj, because now the vacuum or the hollowness or the shallowness in our life is because we are just trying to see everything is a formality. Like we meet Guru, take a initiation, like that. If that is the case, by taking the instructions of those Gurus, see our Vedanta Chaitanya Prabhu, Radheshyam Prabhu, all these people, how they are struggling actually. I have seen Radheshyam Prabhu in 3-4 times in the trains, just distributing the books of 15 rupees, 20 rupees. In the same way, actually Vedanta Chaitanya, why they should struggle for this moment? So this is just because of, they want to serve their Guru. Because of that, actually everybody has to understand the importance. So we have given a disciplic succession and follow the Guru Parampara properly without having any reservations for a particular group or disciple, this thing. We are all brothers and sisters. That's how actually Srila Prabhupada's God brothers have given a moment to him also, and also he has also given the same discipline to all of us through our predecessors actually. So considering this one, we must understand that it is not possible that a Guru has to give a special personal association. Of course, Jayapataka Maharaj has given to everybody, anybody actually. Though he is not a disciple to him, I have seen many instances also. He meets him, for example, on the road also, he will talk to him, and also he will try to pray him. Very recently also, actually, Chakradhar Prabhu has been mentioning, actually, Vijayawada temple president. One Mataji, actually, she has got some problem, and also her husband or her mother, she has got cancer or something. Just like that, he has written a letter to him stating that, okay, my mother is not so well. So, like, they have received a mail from him stating that, what could I do? I am praying to her. So this is very difficult to actually reciprocate like that for everybody. But Jayapataka Maharaj is like that. As many people, they have mentioned actually Vedanta Chaitanya or Radheshyam Prabhu. I don't want to repeat the same thing. I'll just, one of the personal instances what happened to me. I was working in Jayapataka Maharaj's Guru Maharaj's office. It's a very fortunate thing, and also I have learned so many things intimately moving with him actually. How to talk and also many things like that. So at the time of leaving, as my father and my parents were not so well, so I wanted to come back, and also I took a permission from him. Then he has arranged a farewell to me. I am a very small man. I am not at all countable. There is no need for him to come and also talk anything about it. He was not well. Okay, people arranged, and also they called him, and also he came, and also he spoke. Then he mentioned one most important thing I want to tell everyone. A disciple is never be away from the Guru because a disciple cannot stop his service to his guru at any moment of time. This is what he mentioned like that. Because he was talking to me, Ravi Gopal is going away because he wants to take care of his parents. But the Shastra says a disciple can never be away from his guru. A disciple cannot stop serving his guru. These instructions actually if I kept my mind also completely, it is attracted me. Then he mentioned one more thing actually, in a very jovial mood, as Vedanjay mentioned, and also he actually breaks jokes with her, though his body is not like that also. Even before we go also, whereas I am a very small person, but Guru Maharaj offers obeisances, like that he mentioned. So his personality is completely, it's not on the material platform actually. So he mentioned one thing, many people say the boss is crazy. And he mentions, I don't know, I am one of them. I don't know, I have burnt out Ravi. This is what he mentioned. See, he need not come and talk also, but his mood is like that actually. So then he mentioned he has given me some service also. Guru is always with the services when we do, as long as we do the services. So each one of us has been given an instruction by our Guru Maharaj to follow the rules and regulations in the ISKCON, and also to chant the rounds, to be nice with all other devotees. But we don't contemplate on that. It is essential at this point of time because they're all getting aged. What happens in the next generation, nobody knows. But it's very important to get connected with Srila Prabhupada, because everybody is giving Prabhupada Siksha only. But still we have to get connected through our Guru Maharaj. That will give a lot of empowerment, because our movement is a personal movement. We must have seen our Guru once, twice, thrice, at least at the time of initiation. That moment is very precious, and also it's not that we have to move every time and also go along with them. And also we have to take these instructions, and also, as we mentioned, our temple presidents are there, and also a lot of Siksha Gurus are there. They're always giving a lot of instructions. It's all coming from the disciplic succession only. So we need to consider these important aspects in our life, very valuable, and also follow the Krishna consciousness. Not in the just shallow level, just for the sake of doing like that. It should transform us, it should change our consciousness. Otherwise there's no point of struggling this much in this. Having come all the way and also taking a lot of austerity, one should make a determination that his consciousness should change. That may be little. Our Guru Maharaj is mentioning one day I'll become a pure devotee. He's mentioning that. In his level he's talking like that. Prabhupada mentioned in his books in the introduction he mentioned, if one person becomes a devotee, my whole movement becomes successful. That's what he's mentioning in the introduction of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita also. So their mood is like that. So we need also to be considered that we are humble servants of Srila Prabhupada and also Krishna, and we should take these instructions of our gurus, that maybe Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, that connection is very important, and also we should take it very deeply in our heart, and also we should pay that we should move along with all other devotees as brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for giving me the option. Of course, this is a very little sensitive topic, but I try to touch this one because I have been feeling these devotees are like that. Many devotees must be feeling that we are not having personal association with that. But we are having it. We need to have that mood. We need to understand that we are not away, we are not alone. Because as long as we are contemplating in the instructions of Guru Maharaj, we are with Guru actually. That austerity we have to take it. And also we got a lot of good disciples association in each temple. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thanks a lot for all of you. Hare Krishna, Pranam.
His Grace Ravi Gopal Prabhu ki jai. So because of the paucity of the time, we have to restrict the number of offerings which devotees have to give. So now I would request Srinivasa Sri Hari Prabhu to give his homages. Probably will be the last person to give the homages. Although there are many devotees who must have prepared to present their homages, definitely they can come and present as once the entire offering gets over, and personally they can speak there. But as of now, for the today I was thinking that last person to share his homages is Srinivasa Sri Hari Prabhu. Yes,
Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadate Swapadantikam. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami iti namane. Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayane Gaurakatha Damadaya Nagara Gramatarane. పరం పూజ్యులైన గురుదేవులకు మీ పదకమలాల యొక్క ధూళికి నేను దండ ప్రణామాలు అర్పిస్తున్నాను. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాద వారికి జయం జయం. ప్రియమైన గురు మహారాజా, 10 సంవత్సరాల క్రితం శ్రీరామనవమి పుణ్యదినాన మీరు ఎంతో దయతోటి నాకు హరినామ దీక్షనిచ్చి మీ కృష్ణ చైతన్య కుటుంబంలో నన్ను ఒక సభ్యునిగా చేర్చుకున్నారు. ఈ భౌతిక కూపం అనే బురద నుండి ఒక జీవుడిని గురువు అంగీకరించినప్పుడు ఆ క్షణం నుంచి దేవదేవుడైన శ్రీకృష్ణుడు ఆ జీవిని అంగీకరించినట్టే. ఆ జీవికి అనుక్షణం కృష్ణుడు దయను చూపిస్తూనే ఉంటాడు. అది కేవలం ఆ గురువుని చూసి మాత్రమే. అలా కృష్ణుడు అనుక్షణం దయను చూపిస్తున్న అసంఖ్యాకమైన జీవుల్లో నేను ఒకడిని. మీరు నాకు దీక్ష ఇచ్చినప్పటి నుండి నా భక్తియుత సేవలో అభివృద్ధి, శాస్త్రావగాహన క్రమేణా దాదాపుగా స్థిరంగా పెరుగుతూ ఉందనే చెప్పవచ్చు. పూతన రాక్షసి చాలా ధైర్యంగా నందమహారాజ్ ఇంట్లోకి ప్రవేశించి శిశువుగా ఉన్న శ్రీకృష్ణుడిని ఆయన భక్తుల ఎదుటనే చంపాలని ప్రయత్నించింది. పూతన ఒక తల్లిగా మారువేషంలో వచ్చి నటిస్తూ కృష్ణునికి చనుపాలు ఇస్తూ కృష్ణుడిని పోషించే స్త్రీగా అందరినీ నమ్మచూపింది. చనుపాలిచ్చి ఆకలిని తీర్చుతానని నమ్మించి ఆ నెపంతో చనువులకు విషాన్ని రాసుకొని వచ్చి శిశువుగా ఉన్న శ్రీకృష్ణుడిని చంపబోయింది. ఈ లీలపై శ్రీల భక్తి సిద్ధాంత సరస్వతి ఠాకూర్ గారు చాలా లోతైన వివరణ ఇచ్చారు. నూతనంగా భక్తిని చిగురిస్తున్న వారికి కృష్ణ చైతన్యం అనే పోషణ ఇస్తామని, నూతనంగా ఈ భక్తిని చిగురిస్తున్న వారికి కృష్ణ చైతన్యం అనే పోషణ, న్యూట్రిషన్స్ ఇస్తామని ప్రకటించే నకిలీ గురువులకు పూతన ప్రాతినిధ్యం వహిస్తుంది. కృష్ణ చైతన్య పోషణని అందిస్తామని ప్రకటించి అనుచరులను నమ్మించి అప్పుడప్పుడే కృష్ణ పాదాలపై చిగురిస్తున్న ఈ లేలేత ఆకర్షణ చనిపోయేలాగా నకిలీ గురువులు విషాన్ని జొప్పిస్తున్నారు. అనుచరుల యొక్క విశ్వాసాన్ని, నమ్మకాన్ని, అలాగే అనుచరుల యొక్క శరణాగతిని ఏదో ఒకలాగా పొంది ఈ విధంగా నకిలీ గురువులు వారి భక్తిని, అప్పుడే చిగురుస్తున్న భక్తిని ఏదో రకంగా తుంచివేయడానికి ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నారు. మరో రకంగా చెప్పాలి అంటే ఒక ప్రామాణికమైన వైష్ణవ పరంపరలో వస్తున్న శ్రీల భక్తి సిద్ధాంత సరస్వతి ఠాకూర్ గారు ఎంతో ఆత్మ పరిశీలన చేసుకున్న గొప్ప ఆచార్యులు. భక్తిని అనుసరించే వారిలో ఏ విధంగానూ ఏమాత్రం కూడా భక్తిపరమైన నిస్పృహలకు లోనవ్వనివ్వకుండా చాలా జాగ్రత్తను వహిస్తూ ఉండేవారు. ఆయన శిష్యులు ఏది అనుసరించాలని అనుకున్నా సరే అది శాస్త్రబద్ధమైనప్పుడు ఆ శిష్యులలో దాన్ని కృష్ణ చైతన్యమైన సేవగా ప్రోత్సహించేవారు భక్తి సిద్ధాంత సరస్వతి ఠాకూర్ గారు. అదే విధంగా శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదుల వారు కూడా ఏమాత్రం కొంచెం సేవాభావాన్ని చూపించినా సరే, ఎవరైనా సరే దానిని ఆ కణాన్ని రాజేసి శ్రీల జయపతాక స్వామి మహారాజ్కి జై, ఆ కణాన్ని రాజేసి ఎంతో పెద్ద జ్వాలగా తయారు చేసేవారు. భక్తి సిద్ధాంత సరస్వతి గారు ఆయన శిష్యులు కూడా వారి వారి శక్తి కొలది సేవలు చేసేవారు. ఇతరుల జీవితాల్లో ఇచ్చే నిజమైన కృష్ణ పోషణ ఇదే. వారిలో సేవాభావాన్ని చూసి ఆ సేవాభావాన్ని రాచేయడం. ఇటువంటి దయను దుర్వినియోగపరుచుకుంటున్నామా లేదా సవ్యంగా ఉపయోగించుకుంటున్నామా అనే ఆత్మ పరిశీలన చేసుకోవాల్సిన బాధ్యత అది ఆ శిష్యులపైనే ఉంది. దయను సరిగ్గా ఉపయోగించుకొని ఆత్మ పరిశీలన శక్తిని కూడా శ్రీల భక్తి సిద్ధాంత సరస్వతి ఠాకూర్ గారు అందజేశారు. ఓ మనసా, నువ్వు ఎటువంటి వైష్ణవుడివి అనే నానుడిని ఆయన మనకిచ్చారు. ఆయన ఇచ్చారు. ఈ నానుడి ఆయన చెప్పుకునే మాటలు. అయినా సరే ఆత్మపరిశీలన ఎలా చేసుకోవాలి అనేది ఒక ఆచార్యునిగా చేసి చూపించి ఉదాహరణగా నిలిచారు. ఈ ఒక్క ఆత్మ పరిశీలన అనే నియమాన్ని ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ పతాక స్థాయిలో అమలు జరుపుతూ ఉంటే భక్తిలో ఎదురయ్యే వ్యక్తిగత సమస్యలైనా, ఒక వర్గం యొక్క సమస్యలైనా, ఒక సంఘం యొక్క సమస్యలైనా సరే అన్నీ ఒక్క దెబ్బతో పోయి వారి వారి జీవితాల్లో కృష్ణ చైతన్య సంఘంలో నిజమైన జయపతాకాన్ని ఎగరవేసేవారు అవుతారు. ఓ మనసా, నువ్వు ఎటువంటి వైష్ణవుడివి అనేది భక్తి సిద్ధాంత సరస్వతి గారు ఇచ్చింది. మరొకలాగా చెప్పాలి అంటే ఒక నిజమైన ఆచార్యుడు భక్తియుత సేవను చాలా చక్కగా చేయగలిగే చైతన్యాన్ని బహుమతిగా ఇవ్వడంతో పాటు ఆ సేవా ఫలాలను దుర్వినియోగం చేయకుండా ఉండగలిగేలాగా ఆత్మ పరిశీలన అనే శక్తిని కూడా బహుమతిగా ఇస్తారు. అదృష్టవశాత్తు ఈ రెండు బహుమతులని మీరు ఇస్తున్నారు జయపతాక స్వామి మహారాజ్. ఈ రెండు బహుమతులలో ఏదో ఒకటి కానీ లేదా రెండు కానీ అనుచరుల్లో లోపించినట్లయితే వారి భక్తి ప్రయాణం ఒడిదుడుకులకు లోనవుతుంది. ఇలా ఒడిదుడుకులకు లోనై విచ్ఛిన్నమైన మార్గంలో ప్రయాణించడం ద్వారా వారి భక్తిలో స్థిరత్వాన్ని కోల్పోతారు. ఇటువంటి బహుమతులను ఇచ్చే నిజమైన ఆచార్యులు లేని పక్షంలో నకిలీ గురువులు చీకటిలో మినుగురు పురుగుల వల్లే మెరుస్తూ ఉంటారు. కానీ ఎప్పుడైతే నిజమైన ఆచార్యుని యొక్క తేజస్సు దేదీప్యమానంగా మెరుస్తూ ఉంటుందో ఆ వెలుగులో ఈ మినుగురు పురుగుల యొక్క బండారం బట్టబయలవుతుంది. ఏ విధంగా అయితే కృష్ణుడు పూతనను చంపాడో అదేవిధంగా నకిలీ గురువుల నుండి, నకిలీ తత్వాల నుండి, కృష్ణ చైతన్యం పేరుతో నకిలీ కృష్ణ చైతన్యాన్ని ప్రచారం చేసేవారి నుండి అప్పుడే భక్తి చిగురిస్తున్న వారిని రక్షించడానికి శ్రీకృష్ణుడు ఒక నిజమైన ఆచార్యులను పంపిస్తారు, గురువుని పంపిస్తారు. ప్రియమైన గురు మహారాజ్, మీరు అటువంటి గురువు పరంపరలో ప్రామాణికంగా వస్తున్న మీరు శ్రీకృష్ణుడు పంపిన గురువు. మీరు అటువంటి నిజమైన ఆచార్యులు. ఎన్నో యుగాల నుండి ఈ కలియుగం వరకు కాల ప్రవాహంలో కొట్టుకువచ్చిన ఈ నూతన భక్తుడనైనా నాపై కూడా ఈ పైన తెలిపిన నకిలీ ప్రమాదాలు ఎదురయ్యాయి నా జీవితంలో. కానీ మీ యొక్క దయ ఒక కవచం వలె ఈ నకిలీల బారి నుండి పడకుండా నన్ను రక్షిస్తుంది. మీరు నాపై సమృద్ధిగా దయాజల్లులు కురిపిస్తున్నారు. ప్రత్యేకించి మీరు శ్రీ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు లీలను స్మరణం చేసుకునే విధానమే నా హృదయంలో ప్రవేశించి నన్ను పవిత్రుని చేస్తుంది. శ్రీకృష్ణుని ఆశ్రయం నుండి ఎవరైనా సరే దూరం చేయగలిగే విషయాలు, ఈ విషయాల ఎడల అందరూ కూడా చాలా జాగ్రత్త వహించాలి అనేదే నా అభిప్రాయం. వీటిలో నేను కొన్ని మాత్రమే ఇక్కడ పొందుపరుస్తున్నాను. ఒకటి, ఇంద్రియ భోగాలను ఎక్కించే భౌతిక వాదాలు ఇవి చాలా ప్రమాదం. నాస్తికతత్వం, నకిలీ మతస్థులు, నిరాకారవాదం, తమకు తాను సృష్టించుకున్న నియమాలు, ఊహలతో కల్పించుకున్న శాస్త్రాలు, ప్రత్యేకించి ప్రామాణిక శాస్త్రాలను పట్టించుకోకుండా వీటిని వారి వారి సొంత శాస్త్రాలను అమలు చేసుకోవడం, లాభపూజ ప్రతిష్ట లాంటి అంతర్లీనంగా దాగి ఉన్న భౌతికమైన కోరికలు చాలా ప్రమాదం. వైష్ణవుల ఎడల చేసే అపరాధాలు ఇవి అత్యంత ప్రమాదమైనవి. పూతన లాంటి నకిలీ గురువుల నుండి, నకిలీ గురువులు ఎంతో ప్రమాదకరమైన వారు. ఇతరుల భక్తి అభ్యుదయంపై అసహనంగా ఉండడం, వ్యక్తిగత లాభాల కోసం భక్తిలో ఉన్నతులైన వారి మాటలను వక్రీకరించి చెప్పడం, ఇలా అనేక రకాలుగా, ఎన్నో రకాలుగా కలి తన ప్రభావాన్ని చాలా చాలా ఉధృతంగా వ్యాప్తి చేస్తుంది. ప్రస్తుతం ఈ కలియుగంలో దేని మీద జరగనన్ని దాడులు ధర్మం పేరుతోటే ధర్మం పైన జరుగుతున్నాయి. బహుశా ఇప్పటివరకు దేని మీద కూడా అన్ని దాడులు జరగలేదేమో, ధర్మంపై జరిగినన్ని దాడులు. ప్రతి చోట కల్తీయే, నకిలీయే. కానీ ఇటువంటి దయనీయమైన గడ్డు పరిస్థితుల్లో సుదూరంగా కనబడే ఆశాకిరణమే ఈ కృష్ణ చైతన్యం. గౌడీయ వైష్ణవ బోధనలు, శిల ప్రభుపాదులు ఇచ్చిన శాస్త్రాలు, ఆయన ఇచ్చిన హరినామం, మీరు ఇచ్చిన రిలేషన్, దీక్ష, ఈ విధంగా ఇవే చివరకు నన్ను రక్షించగలిగేవి. దయచేసి నా యొక్క ప్రచార కార్యక్రమాలకు మీ దీవెనలని కోరుతూ, మీ పాదధూళి నా శిరస్సుపై చల్లుకుంటూ, మీ శాశ్వత సేవకుడు శ్రీనివాస్ శ్రీహరిదాస్. హరే కృష్ణ.
His Grace Shri Hari Prabhu ki jai, Srinivas Shri Hari Prabhu ki jai. So as we come to the conclusion of Homages, many of us will be having one question in our hearts, that now why Guru Maharaj has to undergo so much of struggle, so much of suffering. Even now Kunti Maharaj trace in our inner Vyas, of course, inner offering glorification to Krishna, that Yatha Rishikeshana Khalena Devaki Kamsena Ruddha Atichiram Sucharpita Vimochitaham Sahajatmacha Vibho Svayeva Natena Muhur Vipatganada. You know, Devaki has undergone so much of suffering. So all these people, why the pure devotees undergo so much of suffering? There should be some reason why pure devotees undergo so much of suffering. So there's one small video clip is there in which Tamla Krishna Maharaj explains why actually a pure devotee undergoes so much suffering. What is the reason behind it? It's just for about 3 or 4 minutes. We'll hear that. We'll see that.
Know for certain that if you become an advanced devotee, then you must be put into difficulty. Because only by being put into difficulty will you have the opportunity to exhibit the symptoms of advancement which will help others. Therefore, devotees of the Lord do not try to avoid difficulties, as Kunti Devi prayed for difficulties. They don't, because they know very well this is the plan of Krishna. Whenever reversal may be formed, this is an opportunity for me to depend wholeheartedly on Guru and Krishna. And we see that when someone becomes tested, if they're sincere, they become more glorious than before. A sincere person will never suffer reversal. Krishna tells Arjuna, you declare very boldly, my devotees shall never be defeated. So the Lord will place such obstacles on the path of genuine pure devotees, just so that a devotee will exhibit symptoms as Prabhupada Maharaj has. Without Prabhupada being born in the family of Hiranyakasipu, who would have known of Prahlad's glories? Who could have known about the glories of pure devotional service? If people wonder why is it that a devotee is suffering, we look at the example of Prahlad. He's suffering for the sake of teaching others. He's acting in such a way that this will give strength to our devotion. By his example, he teaches the common man how to become a devotee. Not only Prahlad, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does the same. The Lord himself comes as a devotee to show how it is done. So we need only follow in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all of the great previous acharyas. Then our path back to Godhead will not be difficult at all.
So now we understand that now why actually pure duty is placed on difficulty. It is because when we see Prahlad Maharaj, it will give strength for us how to actually face the suffering, how to face the difficulties in our life. Similarly, why a pure duty like His Divine Grace, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj has to undergo so much of difficulty, because to give strength for us that how to face the difficulties. As Radheshyam Prabhu said, always be positive. Even in difficulties are there to teach some bigger lesson for us, to go more deeper in our own devotion, to depend more upon Krishna, to increase the glories of Guru and Krishna in our hearts. So with this we'll come to a conclusion for the homages part. Now we'll start the Arti for the Guru Maharaj. So requesting all of you to kindly participate in it. So post Arti, there will be Prasadam distribution will be there on the left hand side or right hand side. And of course books are also there. I request all the devotees to take books. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. There's one small request which is there for all the devotees here. See, every time we come forward and keep the Pushpanjali there, so what happens is a kind of full traffic jam happens. And although the entire event has gone well, this particular event will make actually us little discomfort. So there is some kind of different arrangements we have made here. The arrangement is that devotees will come and give you the pushpas, and they'll come and again collect it from you. And those pushpas will be again offered to Guru Maharaj. So there will not be any kind of rush, and all the entire and the entire event can be done peacefully. Yeah. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Samsara Dava Nalalidha Lokha Pranaya Kar गणाघनत्वं संसारदावा प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणानवस्य वंदे गुरो श्री चरणारविंद महाप्रभो कीर्तन नित्य गीता वादित्रमाद्यान् मनसोरसेन रोमाञ्चकं श्रुतरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्द श्रीविग्रहाराधन नित्यानाना शृङ्गारतान् मन्दिरमार्जनादो युक्तस्य भक्त्याञ्च नियुञ्जतोऽपि वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्द चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत् प्रसाद स्वाद्वन्न तृप्तान् हरिभक्त संघा कृत्वैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्द श्रीराधिका माधवयोरपारा माधुर्यलीला गुणरूपनाम्ना प्रतीक्षणा स्वादनलोलुपस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्द निकुञ्जयो नो रतिकलिसिद्धे यायालुधीर्युक्तिरपेक्षणीया तत्रातिदाक्ष अतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्द साक्षाधरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे उक्तस्तथा भाव्यत एव शाब्दे Kinturprabhorya Priyevatasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado Yasya prasadam nagati kutopi Dhyam stuvam stasya Yasya Stri Sandhyam Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jai Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine. Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Garakatha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatarine. Vyas Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Jayam Vijubhat Paramahamsa Parivar Jakacharya Ashtotara Sata Sri Matis Vangles et Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vijubhat Paramahamsa Parivar Jakacharya Ashtotara Sata Sri Matis Vangles Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Sri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se karo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Srimati Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Jai. Sri Sri Gaunitai Ki Jai. Sri Sri Jagannath Subhadra Baladev Ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the Samadhivatis. All glories to the Samadhivatis. All glories to the Samadhivatis. All glories to Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. All glories to Sri Prabhupada. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Vyas Puja Mahamotsav Ki Jai.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahaladaladaine. Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha. Shilatankara Kalaya. तो नरसिंह पर तो नरसिंह ततो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह बहिर्नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह नरसिंहवादिं शरणं प्रपद्ये नरसिंहवादिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरेण तमद्भुतशृङ्गा लालिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृङ्गम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव करत ललिता हिरण्यकशिपो केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव प्रहलात्मरा जय प्रहलात्मरा प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज लक्ष्मी नृसिंह देव भगवान की भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की श्री श्री गौर निताय की श्रील प्रभुपाद की परम पूज्य जयपताका स्वामी व्यास पूजा महामहोत्सव की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि
Hare Krishna. Now we will have Pushpanjali to His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. Kindly hold the flowers, don't throw the flowers. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमाचार्य पादाय निताय कृपप्रदायिने गौरकथा धामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दैताय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिद श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्ध अपसिद्धांत ध्वांतहारिणे नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षाद् वैराग्य मूर्तये विप्रलंबर सांबोधे पादाम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते गौराविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सज्जन प्रियः वैष्णव सार्वभौमः श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छा कल्पतरोभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pango Mama Mandamatir Gati Matsarvasva Padam Bhojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadramadaha Srimad Ratnagara Simhasanasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Preshtali Visevyamano Smarami Sriman Rasarasarambhi Vamsi Vadatatastitaha Karshan Venusvanair Gopi Gopinath Shriyestunaha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamin iti namine Namacharya Padaya Nidai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakatha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatarine Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamin iti namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakatha Dhamadaya Nagara Gramatarine Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj 75th Vyas Puja Mahamotsav ki Gaur Premanande
devotees can wait. Somebody will be coming with a basket. I request devotees to kindly stop. So somebody can get a big basket from there, else it will become a little bit unpleasant kind of thing. I request devotees to kindly stop, please. It will become all stampede kind of situation. Where are the baskets then? Big baskets. తీసుకురండి ప్రభు ఇక్కడ హరిబోల్ బాస్కెట్ ఫాస్ట్ ఎటువంటి బాస్కెట్స్ కావాలి? అరే ప్రభు బిగ్ బాస్కెట్ ఫాస్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ టీమ్ స్లీపింగ్ ఆర్ వాట్ గివ్ బాస్కెట్స్. అరే ఇవ్వండి ప్రభు, అవి ఇవ్వండి. అరే ఫర్ కీపింగ్ పుష్పాంజలి ప్రభు గివ్ మీ ఫాస్ట్ నా. అరే సమ్ మోర్ వి ప్రిపేర్. వెన్ ఐ సే సంథింగ్ యూ డూ దట్. యూ షుడ్ నాట్ స్పీక్ మోర్. గివ్ ఇవ్వండి. అరే ఇవ్వండి ప్రభు మళ్ళీ. అరే ప్రభు జస్ట్ పాస్ ఆన్ దిస్ నా. పాస్ ఆన్ దిస్ బాస్కెట్. పాస్ ఆన్ దిస్ బాస్కెట్. మాదాపూర్ బాస్కెట్